Unstoppable, the most dominant teams ever plus epic fantasy reveal. From dynasties that rewrote history to underdogs who defied the odds, today we're breaking down the most dominant teams in sports. We talking about squads so stacked, so in sync, they made winning look like an everyday routine. I'm talking legendary runs, unforgettable moments, the kind of stuff that gets etched in the halls of history. But first, let's talk about a different kind of battle. Imagine a world ruled by an ancient blueprint where one architect's fight could erase existence itself. Sound intense? That's the heart of our new novel, The Blueprint of Eternity, now available. This ain't your mama's fairy tale, folks. We're talking high-stakes drama, impossible choices, and a heroine who's gotta risk it all to break free. If you love high-stakes drama, grab your copy at the link in the description. Now let's get into the teams that dominated like they had a blueprint for greatness. We're diving deep, folks, analyzing what made these teams tick, what set them apart, and why their legacies continue to inspire awe to this very day. So buckle up, because this is gonna be epic. Chapter 1. 1996, Chicago Bulls Championship Blueprint. First up, the 1996 Chicago Bulls. You already know what time it is. We talking Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Dennis Rodman, a squad so ridiculously stacked, they made winning championships look like a walk in the park. 72 wins, ladies and gentlemen, 72 wins. That's not just dominance, that's an exhibition in basketball mastery. A symphony of skill, athleticism, and sheer will to win, conducted by the maestro himself, Phil Jackson. And let's not forget about his airness, Michael Jordan, the ultimate competitor, the man who simply refused to lose. He was like a force of nature on the court, unstoppable, unguardable, a scoring machine with ice in his veins. And when you got Scottie Pippen by your side, one of the most versatile players this league has ever seen, you know you're in for something special. But let's keep it real, folks, it wasn't just about the talent. These Bulls, they had that hunger, that fire in their belly, that relentless pursuit of excellence that separated them from the rest of the pack. They practiced like they were down 20, played every game like it was Game 7 of the finals. And the result? A three-peat for the ages. Back-to-back-to-back championships, cementing their place in basketball history. They didn't just dominate their era, they redefined it. They set the bar so high, teams are still chasing their ghost to this very day. The 96 Bulls, they weren't just a team, they were a phenomenon. They were a testament to what happens when talent meets hard work, when dedication meets desire, when a group of individuals becomes a cohesive unit, a well-oiled machine of basketball brilliance. They were the epitome of greatness, the gold standard, the blueprint for championship contenders for generations to come. And anyone who tells you otherwise, well, they're just plain wrong. Because the 96 Bulls, they didn't just win games, they won hearts and minds. They inspired a generation of players, captivated audiences worldwide, and left an indelible mark on the sport of basketball. And that, my friends, is the legacy of true greatness. Chapter 2, 2008, 09 FC Barcelona Tiki-Taka takes over. Next up, we're crossing the pond, folks, heading over to the beautiful game to witness the magic of FC Barcelona's 2009 sextuple team. Led by the maestro himself, Pep Guardiola, this Barcelona squad didn't just play football, they redefined it. 6 trophies in a single year: La Liga, Copa del Rey, Champions League, Supercopa de España, UEFA Super Cup, and the FIFA Club World Cup. They conquered it all, leaving a trail of bewildered opponents in their wake. And how did they do it? With a style of play so aesthetically pleasing, so breathtakingly brilliant, it became a spectacle unto itself. Tiki-Taka, they called it. A symphony of short passes, intricate movements, and relentless pressing, all orchestrated by a midfield trio for the ages: Xavi, Iniesta, and Busquets. These guys were like magicians with the ball at their feet, weaving through defenses, unlocking opportunities with surgical precision. And then you had Lionel Messi, the little magician himself, the crown jewel of this Barcelona side. Messi, with his otherworldly dribbling skills, his uncanny ability to score from impossible angles, his sheer brilliance on the pitch, he was the ultimate weapon, the final blow that shattered the hopes of countless opponents. But let's not forget, this Barcelona team was more than just individual brilliance. They were a unit, a cohesive force operating with a shared understanding, a telepathic connection on the pitch. They moved as one, attacked as one, defended as one. They were a nightmare to play against, a relentless machine of footballing brilliance, suffocating opponents with their pressing, carving them open with their passing, and ultimately dismantling them with their ruthless efficiency. The 2009 Barcelona team, they weren't just a team, they were a force of nature. They were a testament to the power of a system, the beauty of the beautiful game, and the allure of pure, unadulterated talent. They were a team that captured the imagination, inspired millions worldwide, and etched their names in the annals of football history. And just like a Lyra in Blueprint of Eternity, they faced their own challenges, their own battles against the odds, but they emerged victorious, proving that even in the face of adversity, greatness always finds a way. Chapter 3, 2016. Leicester City, 5000. One fairy tale. Now let's talk about a different kind of dominance, a story that proves that sometimes the greatest victories come from the most unexpected places. The 2016 Leicester City fairy tale, a story so improbable, so inspiring, it sent shockwaves through the world of football. 5,000 to 1 odds. That's what they were facing at the beginning of the season, 5,000 to 1. To put that into perspective, you were more likely to see Elvis Presley riding a unicorn down the street than to see Leicester City lift the Premier League trophy. But guess what? They did it. They defied the odds. They silenced the doubters. They shocked the world. This ragtag bunch of misfits, led by the charismatic Claudio Ranieri, they went on a run for the ages, a storybook season that will be told and retold for generations to come. They didn't have the star power of the traditional giants. They didn't have the financial muscle of the oil-rich clubs, but they had something far more valuable: heart, grit, and an unshakable belief in themselves. Jamie Vardy, the former factory worker turned goal-scoring machine, Riyad Mahrez, the Algerian winger with magic in his boots, N'Golo Kanté, the tireless midfielder who seemed to be everywhere at once. These were the unlikely heroes who captured the hearts of fans worldwide. They played with a fearlessness, a freedom, a joy that was infectious. They were the ultimate underdogs, the embodiment of the impossible dream, and their improbable triumph served as a beacon of hope, a testament to the power of belief, a reminder that anything is possible if you dare to dream big. The 2016 Leicester City team, they weren't just champions, they were a cultural phenomenon. They were a testament to the power of teamwork, the beauty of the underdog story, and the enduring allure of the impossible dream. They proved that sometimes the greatest victories come from the most unexpected places, and that even in a world dominated by giants, it's still possible for David to slay Goliath. And that, my friends, is what makes sports so captivating, so unpredictable, so damn entertaining. Chapter 4, 2017. Golden State Warriors, the Super Team Era. Finally, we arrive at the modern era of basketball dominance, the era of the Super Team. And no team embodies this era quite like the 2017 Golden State Warriors. Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, and then the piece de resistance, Kevin Durant. Talk about a lineup. This wasn't just a team, it was a collection of some of the most gifted basketball players on the planet, all assembled with one goal in mind: total and utter domination. And dominate they did. With Steph Curry's otherworldly shooting, Klay Thompson's catch-and-shoot mastery, Draymond Green's defensive intensity, and Kevin Durant's unstoppable scoring prowess, the Warriors were a force of nature, a basketball symphony conducted by the Zen master himself, Steve Kerr. They played with a swagger, a confidence, a joy that was infectious. They were the epitome of basketball artistry, the embodiment of offensive firepower, and their dominance was a sight to behold. They ran teams off the court with their fast-paced, high-octane offense, raining threes like it was a casual Tuesday evening. They were simply unstoppable, a machine of basketball brilliance that seemed destined to rule the league for years to come. But even dynasties crumble, even empires fall. Just ask Lyra in Blueprint of Eternity, whose fight for freedom comes at a heavy price. The Warriors, despite their dominance, faced their own share of adversity, their own battles against injury and internal strife. But through it all, they left an indelible mark on the NBA, ushering in a new era of basketball, an era defined by offensive firepower, super teams, and the relentless pursuit of championships. The 2017 Golden State Warriors, they weren't just a team, they were a movement. They were a testament to the evolution of basketball, the power of star power, and the allure of a dynasty in the making. We've seen it all today, folks, from the high-flying Chicago Bulls to the tiki-taka mastery of Barcelona, from Leicester City's fairy tale triumph to the Golden State Warriors super team era. These teams, they've shown us what it takes to reach the pinnacle of sports, to etch your name in the halls of history. Whether you're chasing glory on the field or fighting to rewrite your fate like Lyra, greatness starts with a plan. Grab the Blueprint of Eternity for an epic fantasy ride. And if you're a student, check out McNeese State University to build your legacy. Links below. And remember, folks, greatness isn't just about winning championships, it's about pushing the boundaries, defying expectations, and leaving an impact that resonates long after the final whistle blows. So go out there, chase your dreams, and make your mark on the world.